it's going to be tougher to live in the United States. And I'm going to tell you something, man. Maybe the United States is not for everybody. Maybe people need to realize it might be time during your lifetime to try something somewhere else. You don't have to live and die here. I want to let you know that the food here is not, the food here is illegal in other countries. I just want you to know that they refused it in other countries. And people be like, well, go to them countries then. Hey, I'm just saying, you need to try something different. Don't just only know the block. I'm talking to my people who can relate to me, because I know people who are millionaires who got up and left California because of the housing thing that I know people don't really understand, so I don't talk about it as much. But I know about buying a house in California, and it's crazy. It's crazy. If you ain't just got a hell of a lot of money to throw at all of the fees they come up with as you buy, buying a house in California is a very difficult thing to do. They're going to try and make it like that everywhere. Yeah, they're going to try to make it like that everywhere.
The thing is, there are many countries that are quite surprised by how people on U.S. soil are actually living, and vice versa. You see, we have been living in China for almost 2 years now, and one thing we have come to understand is that somehow in the U.S., they have done a great job at keeping people in a little bubble. So much that people can't even fathom the fact that there are other countries who simply have it better as far as living standards, cost, and etc. And not gonna lie, there's been plenty of times where we try and convince ourselves that we want to go back home. But it's like, how could you if you can honestly say you live a more convenient, safer, and healthier life? Something just always holds us back. I mean, we do have healthier food options, affordable healthcare, affordable transportation, better environment, more safety. The list just goes on and on. Literally, it is just so convenient to live in China that we are honestly starting to not even imagine life outside of China. It's kind of hard when living here is so convenient. If we told you all of the 1,000 reasons why China is the most convenient country, you would think we are lying. So yes, it isn't just Chinese people who are surprised. It is the rest of the world. The place that people once looked at as the most glorious country isn't all it is cracked up to be.
Tax is a big issue for me. I don't like taxes. I don't understand taxes. Like, what? Like, when I hear people in the Western world pay 40, 50, 60% tax, it's like, basically you work 5, 6 months, 7 months of the year for free, basically. That's what you're telling me. For what? For no safety, average education, below average healthcare. It's like, why even doing that? It's like, no, we don't pay tax in the UAE or most of this region. Okay. No, but we get the most safest places in the world. We get amazing healthcare, and educating here is superb. Yes, we pay for it, but if you make the math, it's cheaper here than there. Right? Do the math.
And Dubai was almost founded on this principle. We're going to be a center of trade, and we're not going to tax you. And so it's kind of in the blood, in the DNA of everyone here in the region, is that, no, we want people to come here and trade, and we're not going to tax you.
Money is being spent in the country. So it's having a cycle is over there. So it moves GDP up. So instead of like, no, you cannot, you haven't, come on. Now we have a lack of luxury apartments and villas because they're all sold. Mansions, $60, $100, $200, $300 million being sold like this. Like, just paying for that.
So you look at the West and you're like, what are they doing?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I even stopped traveling to the West now. Like, I cannot wear this watch there. I cannot dress up this way because, it's like, it's unsafe. There's all this like weird non-beliefs that has been normalized. We normalize a lot of wrong things. It's like just for the sake of like freedom. And for me, it's like, no, that's not how we are built as humans, as real alive humans.
A record number of Americans are getting second passports to hedge their risk. That's according to Henley & Partners. The U.S. is now the largest market for applications for multiple passports and long-term visas. The American wealthy aren't giving up their American citizenship. They're just adding a second or sometimes a third or fourth.
So the rich people, same ones that are making this country so unlivable, are getting second passports. They must know something we don't know.
These are called passport portfolios. And just like stocks, they're designed to hedge their financial risk over multiple countries. So some of these folks are citing politics or social unrest. Others like second passports for safer business travel, especially to countries that may be hostile to the U.S.
And the idea of diversification is very well understood by wealthy individuals around what I invest into, but then it makes no sense to have one country of citizenship and residence when I have the ability to actually diversify that aspect of my life as well.
What's it like being black in Bangkok? I know for him, it's safety.
In Atlanta, it's a little different. You can't really just slide everywhere you want to. Here, I don't have to worry about her going anywhere.
I'm not worried about anything over here. The Thai people are so nice.
Like they want to pop out. I love it. I love it here. When I move, they move. I love it. Not really about being black. You're just a foreigner. Always getting compliments. People are always like, hi, can I take a photo with you? It's good. Like, people treat me very well in Bangkok. I feel personally like I'm in America, but like in a way bigger, faster city type of thing.
The friendliness, honestly. So I can say what's like being black and Thai. I love how, I guess, the Thai people kind of like take us in. There's no racism. Like, it's really no crime over here at all.
I feel like they really like love us. They want to be a part of the culture.
Like, I've even seen something with dreads.
It's not like a fetishizing thing, though. Like, it's real chill, real cool. It's a vibe.
Y'all are not gonna believe. There's a freaking pool in my, let me give y'all a tour. So I'm in Thailand right now. When I tell y'all, I have stayed at 4 different hotels this week. This takes the cake. All right, so you first walk in, and this is the deluxe pool villa, y'all. This is like $200 a night. So you have bathroom here. Even using the bathroom is an experience. Like, they have a whole smart toilet situation going on. The LED mirrors in the bathroom. I just want to say these are like top tier freaking toiletries that they have in here, and they feel and smell so good. So we have, a little kitchenette situation, some refreshments, of course, 2 robes and 2 pairs of slippers, but it's just me. And y'all, this is a California king bed, okay? And it's very, very comfortable. There's a couch that turns into a sofa bed. The pool has jets. It's heated. It is a freshwater pool, so you don't have to worry about all that chlorine. I have a freaking garden. I couldn't figure out how to get the light on out here, but it's like a whole outdoor sitting area in a garden. I'll come back tomorrow and show y'all the garden, but wow, like I am in complete shock.
I was just in Grenada, right? I spent 10 days out there. I came back last week, Monday. And I hadn't been to Grenada in years. Go to these different countries and you realize the West is actually a trap. The next movement needs to be remote working. Because the life you can live in a Grenada, a Thailand, compared to what it is here, there are people who travel overseas, right? Go back home, I'm gonna speak from Grenada. There are people who go to Grenada and then when they have to come back, they're crying. They're in tears because they have to come back to their reality in the West. But if people had the skill to work remotely, man, so many people will leave. In the UK, record numbers of people are already leaving. The life out there in the world, forget the women, forget just the quality of life, the quality of the food, the air is superior. It just is.
Now, Dubai's cool, China's cool, Thailand's cool, but this is a Pan-African updates and reactions channel. So you already know where I would encourage black people to go. And not only because you'll be amongst your people, Africa has the youngest population, the most resources, the most opportunity. You'll get the highest return on your investment, and they're actively asking black people to come back. And the best example of this will probably be Burkina Faso. And if you've been paying attention with what's going on over there, you know that they are definitely on the come up.
The most important black person in the world right now is Ibrahim Traoré, very small country in West Africa. Why is he the most important black person in the world right now? You ever wonder why Africa as a continent has been so fucked up for so long? Well, this is not debatable. This is a historical fact. They colonize the country, right? As colonizing the country, they have rights to all of the natural resources. They pretty much have all of the power in the country. Then when they leave and they get their quote unquote independence, they make them sign treaties which actually still reverts all their natural resources back to their home country, mainly France.
Let's call it what it is. It's extortion.
Exactly. This is why leadership is important and government is important. When you have a leader that steps up and says, no, this isn't right, we want change. Ibrahim Traoré, who takes power from a military coup from a corrupt leader that was already in power, kicks France out of the country, then it becomes a domino effect. Then Mali follows suit. Then you have all of these other countries in West Africa that was colonies of France, kicking the French out, taking control of the natural resources, paying off their debt. Well, that's dangerous.
Actually, the military in Mali was the first to overthrow the government. Then Burkina Faso, then Niger. But the reason why I'm showing you this is because President Ibrahim Traoré is inviting black Americans to come live in Burkina Faso, and he's offering citizenship.
More people are eligible to get citizenship in Burkina Faso than I thought. The president of Burkina Faso isn't only inviting people who descend from the slave trade, he's inviting people who are of any African diaspora. If you're from Zimbabwe and you live in Germany now, you can come to Burkina Faso. Anyone from anywhere, if you're black, if you're from African descent, and you're trying to make the place better, you can come to Burkina Faso. But you have to go through our ADDI.org. You have to go through this organization. They have an exclusive deal with him. They care about his safety a lot too. Do you understand? So this is an important step. You go to the website, you select to become a member, and then if you don't want to pay now, you can go to all the way to the bottom of the page and choose the free option. But you have to become a $365 paid member by April 30th if you want to be included in the citizenship process. So you can choose free now, but this is the way to do it. There's no other way. I was wrong.
Another place African Americans should definitely consider is Ghana. They were probably the first ones to ask African Americans to come back.
To create something that will be a legacy known as Sanbra City. And Sanbra in Tree means return, come back. This is a development that is for you, for the diaspora community, and for you, continental Africans, to have a place that you can call home right here in Ghana. Are they apartments, townhouses?
It's a mix between apartments, townhouses, and villas. And then there's going to be commercial property as well. Stores, pharmacies, stuff like that. So, yeah, whole community. That's the idea. The idea is to have a whole community. We have a pool. We have a dog park. We're going to have a farm. So, we really want to make it a community cultural center. So everything that you can imagine that you would need, and different price points, different living accommodations, everything from a 1-bedroom to a five bedroom. So,
Let me introduce you to Dre Taylor. He's a real estate developer that moved out to Ghana. Here's a clip from when he went live explaining to people what it's like to live out there and move out there.
Ghana's not for everybody. I tell that all the time. Ghana's not for everybody. It's for me. US is not for me. You know what I mean? I done did my fair share of time there. I'm done with the US. It's not for me. Too many rules, too many regulations. The violence is crazy. I'm from Kansas City, Killer City. You know what I mean? It's too crazy. It's definitely different. Definitely come here, try it out. Visit. Everybody should at least visit once. You know what I mean? There's probably about 10,000 people here from the US. You know what I mean? Officially and unofficially. If some people come on a 1-way or 2-way, a round trip and never come back. You know, people still on their visas. You know what I mean? People still on their, I know people have been here on a visa like 2 years ago. They like, shit, they gonna deal with it when they deal with it. And the thing is, ain't nobody looking for them. Ain't nobody checking for them. You know what I mean? And so they here on a visa, living their best life. You know, Ghana ain't got the resource to be trying to track people down, but like, hey, you overstayed your visa. It ain't like the US. You know what I mean? If you can find a way to make money online, then you good to go. Any kind of hustle to bring in the US dollar, if you can make $50 a day, you good here. You know what I mean? If you can make $50 US a day in Ghana, you good.
Man, listen, if you only know this, then you missing out on a lot. It's a whole world out there.
Yeah.
The tariffs, the put this up in you, all that, man, get away from it, dog.
But yeah, I'm just trying to start a community of people, man, who like-minded individuals who want to do things collectively, work together collectively, you know, to live a better life, you know, have a, you know, different experience. And so, you know, like I say, Ghana's not for everybody. It's for me. You know, I got people that's here that's living their best life, who's never going back to the States. And I got people who went back to the States. You got to have a plan in place. You know what I mean? You can't come out here and, you know, and not have no plan. You definitely got to have a plan and a way to get some money, you know what I mean, before coming out here.
I'm saying to the people who are living their life, who are stuck in a rut, you probably would put years on your life if you were somewhere where you had to start over. Not somewhere where you can just go, you dig what I'm saying? Go live with your auntie. Go be at your homie house. Use your financial life. You might see a better you if you're somewhere where you have to start over.
Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of opportunity out here. You know, it's wide open. Ghana's wide open. Why Ghanaians would charge you more than they would charge other locals. It ain't about having a light skin. Believe it or not, they call me white man. And it ain't cause my skin color, because this Ghanaians is lighter than me. You know what I mean? It's because I come from a white country. And so, it's a lot of misinformation that they have about us. It's a lot of misinformation that we have about them.
We are Ghanaians. We are proud to be Ghanaians. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know that out there they are educating you badly, wrongly. That we Ghanaians are living in the trees, we live in woods, and those things. We are monkeys. We are never monkeys. We are human beings just like you people.
You know, the powers that be, you know, to put this wedge between us where, you know, we don't see each other as brothers and sisters. You know, some do, some don't. You know what I mean? But same thing. But I tell people, put the shoe on the other foot. You know, how do we treat the Africans that come to the U.S.? We ain't rolling on no red carpet for them when they come to the U.S. and we're like a Quavo, welcome home. Or we ain't say welcome home because it's not their home. You know what I mean? Just like the U.S. ain't our home for those who believe that. But, you know, we ain't, you know, wrapping our arms around them. So, you know, it goes both ways. And people don't seem to think about that. But I come out here and sometimes they treat me like the president. You know what I mean? Like I get presidential treatment. You know, sometimes they see me, I ain't got to wait in line. Sometimes they see me, welcome brother, come on in, woo, woo. You know, and I'm good.
So please come back home. Come and join us. Come and be with us. Our brothers out there, come home. Come home. Hey, he's coming, I know. Come home and join your brothers here, yeah. We would love to meet you here and, you know, to employ us, you know, to join you, work to develop Mother Ghana. Thank you so much. And we love you.
You got some good people out here. When you find good people out in Ghana, like they price in gold. I'm here just trying to see other people to see the light. You know, it ain't for everybody. I tell you all the time, Ghana's not a utopia. It has more than its fair share of issues. It does. You know, Ghana's not perfect, but you know, it's perfect for me. It works for me. It's peace. You can't put a price on peace. Peace and serenity. You can't put a price on it.
Then you can come back and visit this motherfucker and be like, wow, I changed because I wasn't in the position I was in before where I had somebody else to fall back on. Maybe you should take a challenge in life and just go somewhere where you got to start over. I'll put it like this. If you are 40 years old and you're in the same place you was when you were born, you haven't taken challenges. Now, I'm not saying if you left and came back. If you leave and come back, that's different. But there's some people, they don't know nothing but this area they've lived in for 40 years of their life. I'm telling you, you're missing out. This country, even this country has things to offer that might help you become a better person. All these tariffs, mandatory, put this up in you, you dig? All this stuff is coming, but you need to search and find yourself, and you might find yourself in a better situation somewhere else. Instead of being hopeless about some fucking, oh, they finna do this, they finna do that. I'm like, well, shit, I got to go somewhere else.
No, I don't think all black Americans need to come over here. Some of y'all need to stay your asses over there. Ghana have enough issues and problems. So some of y'all cousins, some of my damn cousins need to stay over there in the States. You know what I mean? I'm bring your asses over here. You know, you have to decolonize your mind coming to Ghana. It's a lot of trauma and stuff we deal with that we just don't know we're dealing with. It's bags we carry that we can drop off at the airport when you land in Ghana. Every day that I'm here, I'm lucky. You know what I mean? And so I'm trying to provide opportunities for other people, man. But like, you have a different way of life that you can live where you ain't got to run to the gun. The first thing you got to do. A lot of us just, you know, brothers, that's our first line of defense. We so hurt, we don't even know why we hurt. And the only thing we can do is resort to hurting other people. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, that's all I'm trying to do, man. To just show people a different way that you can live.
You know what I'm saying? So find what you best at and go somewhere and chase it. Because the way they setting this thing up around the world, they said your money in the bank gonna expire. You can't just put money in the bank and have it there for generations. Your money expire in the bank. In New York, there's so many dope condominiums that's empty because people bought it that ain't even from the United States. United States, you can buy this shit. Want me to tell you why? It's for sale. All this shit for sale. Want me to tell you why? It's out of business. The U.S. is out of business, dog. Remember you heard it on 5150 Show first. This is a rummage sale out here. And they trying to rob you for whatever they can rob you for while money still means something. Because while money ain't gonna mean shit. It's gonna be chaos in the street. Every little bitch born today gonna be in a cave fighting for her life. In 40 years. Ain't gonna be no more money. And I got the bag. It's gonna be like, you got some food? There's a harvest out there. It's gonna be fighting you for your garden. Remember I told you. 5150.